first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This defense for the Packers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. The Chargers, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll run again with Harris. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Check mash, check mash.
2nd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, I don't know, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him out to the quarterback.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He hits Adams, complete. Big strides, look at him go. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. I said let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. After the interception, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready.
Room here to run. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. He'll get it inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Anthony. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Austin. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 38, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Anthony. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Here's Wilson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On first down, Anthony. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll run on first down. Anthony. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Wilson to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here we go. Set. Alpha.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.